Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha for you, and it's for Friday the 11th of March. Here we go. Today, a Halacha that I hope won't happen in your community. Probably is going to happen in a far-flung community where there's very few Jews who know a lot about the Megillah. They want to get a Megillah reading done, but there isn't a person available who can read the Megillah with the proper tune for the shul. If you're stuck in that desperate situation, then put up the person who can best read the Megillah and skip the tune. He'll just read the words of the Megillah accurately. Hopefully, he has to get them accurately, say every vowel properly, and that will fulfill the mitzvah for everybody. And the tune, well, there just won't be a proper tune for the Megillah in that small community. If you're desperate, that's the best way to do that. But he must get all the pronunciation proper. Because if he reads, like, let's say, Mordechai Yoshev, and Mordechai was sitting in the gate of the king, and instead of saying Yoshev, he said Mordechai Yashav, well, that alone would ruin the reading of the Megillah, because Mordechai Yoshev means Mordechai is sitting, and Mordechai Yashav means Mordechai sat. So, and that changes the meaning, and he's got to get that vowelization, if that's a word. He's got to get the vowels right, and if he doesn't get them right, they have not fulfilled the mitzvah. So you must get a person who can read the Megillah with at least the right vowels. Now, let's say you can't get that either, and you're in a very desperate situation, and there's no one available in your far-flung community who can even get all the vowels right of the Megillah. Then your next most desperate choice, Kitzur Shulchan Aruch says this, it's going to surprise you, is to put the dots in the Megillah that show how to read the Megillah. B'shas hadchak, he says, in your desperate situation. And that's how the reader will read the Megillah to everybody, by getting the notes and the vowels out of what's written. You'll scribble them into the Megillah. That's better than the other situation that you might suggest, which has one, just have somebody stand next to him and whisper each word to him out of a printed matter, and whisper to him the proper vowelization of each word. So the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch says that's not a better solution, because the guy who's feeding you each word, he's not going to end up hearing the Megillah, because he's so absorbed in what he's feeding to you that he's not going to properly fulfill the mitzvah, and you're going to ruin it for him. So therefore the scribbling in is actually the better solution. If it happens that you do it that way, that someone feeds him every single word of the whole Megillah by reading it to him from a printed matter, that person who read it from the printed matter will have to hear the Megillah again later from somebody who's going to read it to him out of a parchment, because he couldn't possibly have fulfilled the mitzvah by saying each word out of a printed matter and whispering it to the Baal Kori who's reading the Megillah. I hope this doesn't apply to any of you. But look, bottom line is, it will occasionally happen that someone's going to have to read the Megillah for you without the full proper trup with the tune. Well, you'll know, at least from today's law, that you can fulfill the mitzvah that way. You can. So that's what you'll do if you're desperate. Thanks for logging on. Log on again after Shabbos for more. Have a good Shabbos, a good Chodesh, and bye-bye.